Welcome to another edition of Triton Talk. My name is Marianne Mitchell, Associate AD for Communications at UMSL, and joining me this week is Katie Vaughn, Head Women's Basketball Coach. Katie, like the rest of us, summer 2020 has been a bit different for you. Typically, I know July is a big recruiting month for basketball, and you might have some camps going on. What's kind of been keeping you busy without that one-on-one basketball interaction?
My children, keeping them occupied, keeping them moving, staying off electronics, getting some reading in, some math in. So kind of taking on the role of stay-at-home mom, I guess. So I'm not sure I'm quite equipped for that, but like anything, we've made adjustments.
And then have you been able to do anything basketball-wise with your team, with any type of recruits at all?
I mean, our team, like most coaches, just keeping in contact, trying to, keep all the paperwork stuff flowing, getting the newcomers kind of acclimated with how we do things here through Zoom, which is a little different, but getting them through orientations and just getting them going. But we've done a couple voluntary workouts with our team. But again, just staying in contact, seeing how they're doing. A lot of texts, calls, Zoom meetings, all of that good stuff. But with recruiting, along the same lines, lots of texting, lots of calling. But yeah, not being out in July is a bit weird, sitting on watching live stream and just getting clips from kids and watching, getting on. They've been doing a good job of live streaming events and then sending us their videos when it's over if we couldn't get on there. So yeah, just a lot of computer time.
Definitely. And then kind of speaking about basketball, your team had quite the finish to the season last year, winning 9 of your last 11 games. I'm sure you had to be pretty looking forward to working with them in that springtime that you would have been able to have if COVID had.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple times over this last, quarantine, I guess. I think that was probably the biggest letdown was not being able to just take off where we left off and have that spring season to really build off what the confidence that team had built. Those returners really gained a lot of confidence through the season, and I thought they were playing their best basketball at the end. We lost some key pieces, but we have a great returning class, and we've added some key pieces to that. So, that was disappointing. But again, through all of our talks, through our Zoom meetings, through just what they're sending me that they're doing, they're very motivated, and it has shown through some different things that we've done. So I think that comes with experience, and we're going to have an experienced team this year. So looking forward to that.
And then this upcoming season, you'll be entering your 9th year, which is going to be the longest tenured women's basketball coach in program history. And then you also have 126 wins, which is the most of any coach in program history. Kind of what has kept you at UMSL for, coming up on 9 years, and what do you attribute all the success that you've had here to?
Just the family environment that's there, working with and for the people there in the administrative, Lori, you guys, it's very friendly. It's family environment. We have, a lot of freedom to run the program the way we feel fit, bring in the kids that we feel can be successful on the floor, off the floor, in the community. So just a lot of freedom. And I think that says a lot about, the trust that is put into our program. So just kind of rolling with it, you feel like you kind of have some stability moving into your 9th year, and then COVID hits and you're kind of like, wow, we got to find a new norm. So yeah, with recruiting, I think we've found those high character kids that we really enjoy. We enjoy coaching. They take academics very seriously, and that makes the job a lot easier. They take care of business off the floor. We don't have a lot of issues there, if any. So we've kind of found a tradition and laid some foundation for each year to build off of. And that's been fun. And obviously having my family here, having a couple little ones, and they're getting involved in their new life of sports and friends and kids, and we've just kind of developed friendships and a community here. So we love St. Louis, and we love what UMSL brings to our family, and just year 9, here we come.
Definitely. So personally, off the court, you and your family, you guys had to deal with the devastating house fire last January. So nearly 6 months later, how is your family doing? How is the rebuilding process going?
Well, it's hard to believe it's been 6 months, to be honest. I guess quarantine is, I guess, made it almost quicker because we had time to just deal with it, I guess, and the fact of the rebuilding, just, I mean, insurance and just all the things that go along with it. But everyone keeps asking me, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's progress. There really hasn't been a lot. There's still a hole. So we're still just working that process, but it is that, we are moving forward in the building. Hopefully, I know I always say this week, but, there's been some movement. So we hope to have a roof over our head, by September. I hope, but, again, we just take it day by day. Again, with COVID, with everything, we just have learned to just, hey, there's nothing we can do about it. You just got to roll with it and control what we can control. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Good. And then you've kind of talked about your 2 kids a little bit, but you are a working mom of 2, and you have 2 children who are very active kind of in their own sports settings. How do you keep that work-life balance, and how do you manage being a working mom?
Well, fortunately, I have a great husband because he's the brain behind most of this operation of the parenting side. But, being able to spend some time with them over this, quarantine has been great. As a coach, our world is very crazy, and the travel and the, just, there's no set schedule on how we move in our day-to-day routine. So this has given us a little bit of stability as far as what we do a day to day and spend some time with each other. But, just balancing it, just having my children understand, obviously they've been in this world since they were born. So they get what mom does. And, Evan's been on the bench with us and been that, just kind of had fun with that. So they understand, they get it. They love it. They're a part of it. They love sports. So, they kind of were like, wait, why aren't you going to work anymore? Like, what happened? There's been a couple times Evan's like, you're not getting fired, are you? Like, no, we just can't go to work. We can't do that stuff. So explaining to them what this all means has kind of been an interesting, like any parent staying at home with their kids now versus going to work every day. So, but yeah, it's been kind of nice just to be able to, reconnect with them and get to their stuff. And things have opened up now out here, and we've started some baseball and some soccer, and so just navigating the little league life again has been nice.
Good. And then I know you've had a lot of different assistant coaches over the years, but Evan has to be one of your favorite assistant coaches. You talked about him being on the bench, right?
Yeah, I think Coach Emily uses him more as a support child in ways. I think he takes a few punches here and there, a lot of patting, a lot of rubbing when she gets nervous or can't scream and yell at the refs anymore. So, yeah, he's heard a lot. He's seen a lot. He's been a part of a lot, but again, he loves it. He embraces it. And I think it's nice to see, I think our team looks at that more like, okay, we are a family, we're in it together through, wins, losses, and everything in between. So yeah, we have fun with it, but I worry for his coach's sake. He plays a lot of ball now, and at times he likes to tell them what to do. And I'm like, okay, Evan, I get that you're not a lot like the other kids. You've experienced a little bit more than they have, but at the same time, you have to listen to your coach the way they want to do things, not the way your mom does things. So I've had a lot of those chats.
Well, Katie, enjoy the rest of the summer with your kids in this time that you normally probably wouldn't have until we get back into school and everything's busy again. And thanks for joining us this week on Triton Talk.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Marianne.